Hey everybody, this is your girl Savvy Sab, and I'm back with another video. On today, I'm doing another juice video. If you saw my previous video, you know that this is uh, a kind of a new journey. I guess I could say that I'm starting. Usually my daughter juices for me, but right now she's on maternity leave, so I've had to just kind of like take this role on. So this is like not something that I do all the time, but however, I am beginning to enjoy it, especially when I'm able to drink the juice and realizes what it does for my body. Here I'm just using a veggie wash and cleaning to make sure that everything is clean, especially the carrots and the celery, things that normally have the dirt. Can still be residue on there, as well as other things. Like I said, I got into juicing initially because of the problems I was having with my gut. I recently had a gallbladder surgery, and I thought things would get better. However, I am still having a few complications with that. So without further ado, let's get into the juicing of the day to see what I create. So initially, I wasn't going to do a voiceover, guys, but because of the water that's running in the background, I decided to go ahead on and do a voiceover for this part right here. So I'm beginning my day with just washing, like I said, and cleaning all the veggies and the fruits that I'm about to use for juicing. That is so essential, especially when you have things such as carrots and cucumbers, things of this sort. It's very, very important. I cannot express it enough to clean your vegetables and fruit, excuse me, that you'll be using. And so I have a simple veggie mixture here that I got. I believe I got it from Walmart, but this is what I'm using to clean the fruit with. Like I said, I got into juicing. Normally, my daughter, who does actually have a juice company, takes care of my juicing for me. However, she's on maternity leave and is due very soon. So I am kind of sort of taking the slack. But the reason why I'm choosing to do the vegetables, like I said, I need to figure out what really, really is causing the constant pains. So instead of me eating the food, I'm going to elect to do the juicing. Um, and so far, I've been juicing for a few days now. Drinking juice for a few days now, and it's doing quite well. I got that vegetable brush at Dollar Tree, and it was very, very cheap, so I'm glad I was able to find it. On today, I'm going to start by finishing up the rest of the bag of kale that I have here. I will be making my first juice will be Supergreens, what I call it Supergreens, and it starts off with kale. Kale is very essential to this juice because kale in itself protects against bone disease. It supports our immunity. It is like 5 times the required amount of vitamin C. And so along with, kale and the celery here, which is essential for a nutrient for our bodies, it also is a great aid to hydration. I also cut the end of the celery off because, as you know, I have a container garden. So what I do is I take kitchen scraps such as celery, and I regrow them from what they have, the stem or the bottom of them. And so nothing or no part of the produce goes to waste. And so, like I said, I will be starting with my super greens that have kale and celery and cucumber and lemon and green apples. And so this is going to be a great hydration rush for me when we start. And then I'll follow up with two juices that will include carrots. I'll go through the first juice step by step on how I do it. And then the second ones I can kind of speed up so that I don't have to make this a long, long video. But again, I'm going to start with our super greens, and along with the kale and the celery, we will add ginger, which is awesome to have. It is an awesome thing to use when you're juicing. It is great for digestion. So let's get started. So here I have everything separated now. This is how I'm going to juice. So the easiest way for me to juice and to make sure that I have everything that goes in the juice is to separate it by each bowl. This is the first thing right here. This first bowl is our super greens. The second one right here is carrots and apple and ginger. And then our third one we have is going to be carrots and orange. And actually, I'm going to probably do the carrots and orange first. And then I'll do the one with the apple at the end. So we're going to start off with our super greens, and I'll wash that out. And then when we do the orange, I can just continue to, use the blender. Well, I don't have to worry about color changes or anything mixing up. So like I said, I'll be using Granny Smith apples. I'll be using lemon, kale, and cucumbers. Now, I'll have a lot more produce that will go into these juices. However, just for time's sake here in the way presentation, I didn't elect to put that on. But we're starting off by cutting up our cucumbers, and then we'll follow up, with the celery. And I'm using a small blender, guys, and so I don't have a juicer yet. I'm using what I have. And because I'm using a blender, that means that I have to do everything twice in order to get my full serving of my juice. So everything that's why I'm speeding it up, because everything I'm doing, I'm going to have to do it twice. So again, we're starting off, like I said, with kale, with the cucumbers, with the celery, and then we'll have lemon, squeezing a lemon as we're speaking. And I'll add that. And at the end, I'll put a little water in to help circulate. And, because like I said, this is a small blender. I'm going to need all the help that I can to actually get it to start to move, because the kale is at the bottom. And I should have put like the cucumbers in first to kind of help me get everything, going. So as you can see here, I'm done with the first one. And I'll always try to slow down and look at it toward the middle just to kind of see the texture of the juice. And then at the end, I use a strainer. As you see here, I use a strainer. I put it into this measuring cup here. And I just basically strain the rest to make sure that as much as I can, get all of the juices that I can of the mixture. That's so while I'm straining it, I'm actually moving the spatula around. And this also helps to strain the juice that's left in the pulp. And then with the pulp, I put it to the side because, as I said before, I do have a container garden. And I am told that you can use the pulp as a part of your compost. So that is my next thing I have to do, is figure out how to use that in our compost. But like I said, I strain it as much as I can, get as much as I can, juice as I can out of that pulp. And then I discard the pulp by putting it in a plastic container. I leave it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to, figure out what to do with all of the pulp that's left from the juice. So I went a little slow here. So just so I can show you the steps, because I wanted to make sure that I'm not going too fast. But like I said, I'm very grateful that I'll be having the super greens. I made this last video, and it actually tastes so good. This is all the pulp, guys, I have left. Look at that. And my daughter told me that's a good sign. That lets me know that I got a lot of juice out of that. So I was very, very pleased to get her approval. Remember, I told you she didn't know I was doing it until she actually saw the video. And so, like I said, the super greens, I did it on my last video, so this is not anything new. But what I'm going to do next is, so we're just going to simply discard the pulp here and put it in this bucket until I'm completely done with all of the juice. And then I'll put it in my refrigerator. What do you do with your pulp? What do you do? Do you give it to your dogs? Do you discard it in the garbage disposal? Or what do you do? And judging by the liquid texture, this juice is going to be pretty cool. I love the way that the juice looks inside of the mason jar here that I'm using. That green is so dark and so rich. It makes me super, super excited, because that means I did a really good job, and I can't wait to taste it. And that will bring me to the conclusion of our super greens. So next, we're going to get into our C.O.G, which is our carrots, our oranges, and our ginger. Okay, so this time I'm kind of speeding up, but basically we have carrots, we have an orange, and I'm using a navel orange, and I don't believe the taste would be any different if you chose to use another type of orange. I'm only using an orange because that's what I had in my house already. And I have about a thumb size of ginger. And I'm only going to make two small uh, cups of this because this is a new juice that I've chosen to do, a new recipe that I'm putting together. So I want to make sure that it tastes pretty good. Like I said, even though my daughter juiced for me, I cook and I put things together myself. So I'm kind of interested in some of the things that I've put together, and I hope that it tastes really, really good. And so I've measured, and I'm going to use 2 cups of carrots, 1 orange, thumb size of ginger, and some water to help get those items going in the blender. And so again, as you can see on the side, I've left some over there on the side because again, I'm going to have to do everything twice. Guys, if you have not given this video a thumbs up, go ahead and drop a like right there if you're liking what you're seeing so far in the video. And as I did with the last juice, I do go ahead on and I strain. And just a quick note, carrots help control our blood sugar. They also, of course, help us with our sight. They also, with the ginger, it helps prevent our heart disease. It also helps with strokes. It treats nausea, relieves indigestion. Just a thumbs up. Now, on our third juice here, we're doing basically the same thing, except this time we're adding apple. And anytime you add an apple to a juice, guys, it's because of one of the things, if you want it to be sweeter, you can always add an apple. Here I'm using a Fuji apple along with carrots, along with ginger, as I did before. And like I said before, with the orange, I meant to say that it actually helps with our beta-carotene, and it helps with our vision as well, and it helps to clear our skin. Here, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that apple also helps lower the risk of diabetes. It helps control our hunger, amongst other things. And so I hope this video has been a help to you guys. I hope you like the colors as well as the information that I'm giving. If you have not liked, comment, or subscribed, then do your girl a favor and go ahead on and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you click the notification bell and set it to all so that you are aware of all the videos that I upload. Remember to strain if you're using a blender, because you want to make sure that you can get it close to the juice texture as you possibly can. Sometimes I have to go back and strain more than once just to make sure that I'm getting as much as I can. And I love when I see that the juice is flowing through to the glass. I love it. I love it. Yes, and the vitamin C from from the orange. Also, guys, if I forgot to tell you, it helps to boost our immune system. It helps to smooth our skin out. And here, the apple, I just keep saying it, it's rich in fiber, guys. It is so many things that we can get just by juicing. These are sometimes some of the things that we don't particularly want to eat, such as kale. Now you have found a different way to get those vegetables and those fruit that are much needed. We found a way to get them in, and that's by juicing and enjoying a refreshing drink. And I must say the Supergreens, guys, is a very, very refreshing drink for me. So again, if you have not liked, comment, or subscribe, do your girl a favor. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I have enjoyed making this video, and I do look forward to sharing some other recipes that I have with you. And again, you can follow me on Prep with Savvy Sabbath on Instagram. And on there, I do make little snippets of videos on there as well. Some things I don't put on YouTube. I just kind of do some little snippets of things. So feel free to join me again on Instagram at Prep with Savvy Sab. The same name is on here. Okay? And tell me your favorite recipe that you've made, your favorite juice that you like to drink. If you don't mind, drop it in the comment section so that we all can try the recipe. And all the ingredients that I've used and all of the amount that I use for each one will be located in the description box. Guys. So until the next time, guys. Again, I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. I Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I love, love, love sharing recipes and ideas here. Next video coming up is going to be my update on my container garden. So look forward to that video. I will try to begin uploading more often. Here recently, I've been kind of busy, guys. So hanging out with me. I'm back on schedule now, ready and pumped to get you those beautiful videos out. And until the next video, guys, be strong. Have a blessed day. And don't forget, 500 subscribers, our first video. Okay? 500 subscribers will be our first video. I love you guys. Until the next video. Bye.